Welcome to another Blackstone Fortress project video. What we're going to be working on today is this Chaos Rogue Psyker, again from Blackstone Fortress. And we're working specifically on its base. The base that comes with it is obviously flat, and I'm not very interested in that, so I want something a little bit more lively. So to do that, I need to come up with a design. Now my general idea is having a piece of Blackstone sculpture at the bottom, and that's awesome, but I need to adapt for the fact that it's floating in the air. So that means that I have to work with its exact contact points on the model now. That is the two chains that currently are attached to the slotted base insert. So that might cause a problem. How do you get a physical shape in exact dimensions into the computer, back through the 3D printer into the real world? It's not as hard as you'd think. All you really need is the model, a little bit of paint, graph paper, a ruler, a marker, or a pen, and a cell phone camera. So what I did was I took a little bit of paint, I smoothed it out, and I dipped the tips of the Rogue Psyker's weights, those iron and copper weights that are dragging it down, and its feet basically, and I tapped it right into the paint. I made sure I had a good amount of paint on there, not too much, I don't want it to be clumpy, I just want to make a little stamp. And I just stamped it right on the graph paper. After I had a good enough shape and a good enough imprint, I went and drew an exact straight line onto the graph paper. Now, if you're just using a ruler and not a micrometer like I use, you want to be sure you know exactly how big that is. So do it an inch, a centimeter, whatever, as long as you're sure. In my case, I have a micrometer, so I went in and I measured exactly how big that was. I then put my camera over top of the image and I took a picture. It wasn't straight on, and I do correct that in a program called Affinity Photo. It's like a Photoshop clone. A lot cheaper. After straightening out the photo, I take it into Blender. I create a line with an edge. It's just a vertice connected to another vertice, and I make sure that it is exactly as long as the line that I drew on the piece of paper. I basically put one point or one vertex on one end of that line, and then I rotate it so that they're in alignment and rescale it. Once I have it matched up exactly, I know that my reference image is the exact same size in Blender units as the real world model. With that, because I know that they're flat, I can model out a little shape that I make sure I add some mesh to that supports that frame. Once I have that done, I export it to Box, print it out on my Anycubic Photon, and get ready to paint it. So it matches up really well, basically perfect. The idea is that now that I've got it glued together, I can just prime it and paint it. I am actually really happy with how this turned out. I painted it very quickly, I designed the base very quickly, and everything was really flowing when I modeled and painted this. There are some things that I'm probably going to go through and do some more detail passes with, but I feel like right now it's playable, it's good. I do have one more Rogue Psyker that comes with Blackstone Fortress, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do that not in a video. It's the one where he's holding up the scepter a bit more grandly. I did a whole different base for him. I'll show you in another video later, like in a showcase. But yeah, so that's like the high level of how I did this particular base topper. It is really specific to this model, although it could in theory be modified for other things. I kept the mesh itself pretty simple, so if you needed to take it into Blender and modify it, it's fine. I don't really mind. It's in enough pieces and not fused together, so that shouldn't be a problem. If you like this video, please leave a like. I love seeing the likes. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe, ring the bell. That way you can see all future content. You can also follow me on Thingiverse, and that's if you search Synthetic Black. That'd be very much appreciated. I love follows. I'm putting out about 1 video a week, so it's pretty regular content, and I hope it's high quality content, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Your viewership means the world to me. I love getting my work out there and having people see it. I find this so relaxing and so energizing, and I hope you do too. This is Synthetic Black. We'll see you next time.